Another mayor is gunning for Malacanang next year. Manila City Mayor Isko formally announces his presidential bid with former senatorial candidate Dr. Willie Ong as his vice president. The House of Representatives approves on third and final reading the measure seeking to tax digital transactions. Initial autopsy reports point to asphyxia as the cause of death of artist Bree Jonson. Police are now determining whether it was self-inflicted or if there was foul play. President Duterte calls out richer countries moving on to booster shots amid supply shortage for less developed nations. He speaks on the United Nations General Assembly floor, urging more countries to participate in the vaccine sharing initiative, COVAX. Focused and fearless. Here's a roundup of stories we're watching now. I'm Sean Yao. Manila Mayor Isko and Dr. Willie Ong have officially declared their candidacies for the presidential and vice presidential post next year. Other politicians have already thrown their support for the tandem. Romel Lopez with the story.
Manila Mayor Isko is climbing up the ranks as he officially joins the presidential race for 2022. He carries the banner for Aksyon Demokratiko Party with running mate Dr. Willie Ong. During the announcement in Baseco, Tondo, Manila, Moreno asked for Filipinos' trust come 2022.
Kaya buong kababaang loob, inihayag ko sa inyo mga kababayan ko, sa darating na Mayo, tanggapin niyo po ang aking aplikasyon bilang Pangulo ng Pilipinas.
Moreno also promised to be a healing president, saying he can work with anybody.
When I say anybody, dilaw, pula, o naman ang kulay mo, baliwala yun sa akin dahil moreno naman ang kulay ng Pilipino.
Moreno also took the opportunity to hit government's COVID-19 response.
Other countries applied best practices, conducted field trials of scientific solutions. We, on the other hand, have used our people as guinea pigs in the longest and strictest experiment of unleavened quarantines. 557 days na po tayong nasa quarantine. But instead of flattening the curve, we have flattened our economy.
It's for this reason that he chose someone from the medical profession as his running mate.
But remember, we are in an abnormal time. We are not in a normal time. We need some measures, make decisions that can address our challenges today.
Ong laid out plans to beat COVID-19 should he win as vice president.
Kaya lang demoralize yung mga health workers, doctors and nurses, yung sweldo nila, yung allowance, hindi lang yon. Kailangan din nila ng, sa tingin ko, parang recognition, di ba? Kasi mahirap talaga talagang buwis buhay. Tsaka pag na-COVID sila, dapat covered yung gastos. Yung mga non-COVID, yung mga heart disease, iba, tumataas ba? At yung mga hirap sa gutom, dapat lahat mababa. Lahat. Tsaka itong mga lockdown, no lockdown, short term vaccine, gamot at prevention ang habol natin.
Other lawmakers welcome Moreno and Ong's election bid. Senator Ralph Recto and House Deputy Speaker Vilma Santos supported the tandem. They vouched for Moreno's skill in public service. House Majority Leader Martin Romualdez also backed Ong, calling him a decent man and an excellent choice for Vice President. For News 5, Romel Lopez. We are One News.
Political experts note Moreno's track record and strong social media presence as his main advantages in the upcoming presidential race. Jen Calimon with more details.
Political experts say Manila Mayor Isko Moreno might have a good chance in his presidential bid next year due to his appeal the masses and strong social media presence. Analyst Professor Clarita Carlos said Moreno's accomplishments as a local executive alone would give him more advantage.
He had done in Manila are really good things. That's good, you know. We like people who have been local executives.
Professor Aris Arugay of the UP Department of Political Science said voters will primarily look at the candidate's performance in COVID-19 response.
Kung sila po ay mga incumbent at sila po ay nakadikit sa administrasyon na to, titignan po ang kanilang performance on how they responded with the pandemic. Kung hindi naman po sila incumbent o nasa administrasyon, ano po yung alternatibong ipapangako nila, ano yung may offer nilang kakaiba dun sa ginawang pandemic response, no, ng administrasyon.
However, experts warn of a divided vote among anti-administration constituents. This could increase the winning chances of administration bets in 2022.
The more that there are candidates running, the better chances for the administration. They might just be dividing the votes of those who are highly critical and those who will not vote for the administration. So, sa tingin ko, the less there are candidates, the better the chances of the opposition.
Senators Ping Lacson and Manny Pacquiao have also announced their presidential bids. Most recently, Senator Manny Pacquiao also threw in his hat in the presidential race. Eyes are now on Vice President Leni Robredo, who was yet to announce her election plans, and Senator Bongo, who was yet to accept PDP Laban's endorsement. The clock is ticking with only a few weeks left till the filing of COCs on October 1 to 8. Reporting for News 5, Jen Calimon, We Are One News.
The House of Representatives has passed a bill seeking to impose value-added taxes on digital transactions. Some 167 lawmakers said yes to House Bill number 7425, which amends the National Revenue Code of 1997. A 12% VAT would be collected from transactions of non-resident digital service providers, with a lower tax of up to 5% available for platforms providing services to the government. This measure covers social networks, online markets, streaming sites, e-learning sites, among others. We'll have more stories after this quick break. Stay with us. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The Health Department reported over 15,500 fresh COVID-19 infections today. This is the fourth straight day of new cases coming in below 20,000. And it also brings the country's caseload to over 2.4 million, some 162,000 of which are still active. The virus killed at least 154 more patients overnight, bringing the death toll to over 37,000. Recoveries, meanwhile, have surged to 2.2 million, with 24,000 new survivors logged today. Nearly a quarter of some 53,000 individuals recently tested for COVID-19 yielded positive results. And initial autopsy reports point to asphyxia as the cause of death of artist Bree Jonson. Police are digging for more information after findings indicated no signs of struggle from the victim. Ryan Ang with the story.
Artist Bree Jonson died of asphyxia or deprivation of oxygen. This is what police autopsy concluded 4 days after she was found unconscious in a hostel in La Union.
Yung asphyxia kasi, pagka maaring manggaling sa tatlong situation, yung naghang ka, o kaya in-strangle ka, o kaya yung manual strangulation na nasa harapan mo yung tao, sinasakal ka.
They found ligature marks on the neck of the victim, but they can't say just yet if there was a foul play. Autopsy findings also found Johnson positive for cocaine.
Chain ng pusa niya. Maaring yun ang ginamit niya. Sa tingin ko, yun nga ang nagamit. Ngayon, di pa natin talaga may deklara na suicide ito or homicide case ito. Kasi baka may makita pang ibang resulta doon sa histopathology. At saka hintayin pa nating maimbestigahan namin yung mga ibang kaibigan nila.
Johnson was last seen with her boyfriend Julian Ongpin, son of billionaire businessman Roberto Ongpin. He was arrested due to possession and use of cocaine. Wounds on his left arm are evident on his mugshot, although authorities note no sign of struggle among the two.
Pagsusuri sa katawan ng dalawa, ni Julian at saka ni Brianna, wala pong nakita yung ating mga SOCO personnel na mga wounds or physical markings caused by struggle.
Local police are now questioning the order of the provincial prosecutor to release Ongpin pending complete investigation. The Justice Department also said the case may be transferred to another jurisdiction.
Ang reason niya is not proper for inquest proceedings. The apprehension of the respondent doesn't fall under any of the instances of where warrantless arrest is allowed.
They said they will respect the prosecutor's decision as they await for Ongpin's counter-affidavit. Ongpin has been put on immigration watch list while a whole departure order against him is pending. Meanwhile, the Johnson family will transfer Bree's body to Quezon City for her wake. For News 5, Ryan Ang, We Are One News.
Barangay Ginebra's Scotty Thompson is added to the injury list just 2 days before their crucial game against the Meralco Bolts. Ginebra head coach Tim Cone said that Thompson has been quarantined following the PBA's health and safety protocols. The Kings had enlisted Jeff Chan to replace Thompson in the lineup. This will be another setback for Ginebra after big man Japet Aguilar's MCL sprain. They need to win the last elimination game against the Bolts to guarantee a playoff spot. Let's take a quick look at today's other top stories. President Duterte calls discussions on booster shots by richer countries selfish in his message at the United Nations General Assembly. He notes a, quote, man-made drought of vaccines as less developed countries struggle to get supply. MMDA Chairman Benhur Abalos says there will be no changes and restrictions for the NCR a week into the pilot run of the alert level system. They are hoping, though, to downgrade to alert level 3 after the pilot test, noting improvement in case numbers. Some 900 households, meanwhile, are currently under granular lockdown in Metro Manila. House leaders, led by Speaker Lord Alan Velasco, have filed a bill seeking to extend the deadline for voters' registration. House Bill 10261 seeks to compel the Commission on Elections to move the deadline by 1 month or until October 31. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Masks on, wash hands, and stay safe, Philippines. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.